This podcast is sponsored by EveryPlate. Looking to budget your food expenses ahead of summer? Get more bang for your bite with America's best value meal kit. EveryPlate is 25% cheaper than grocery shopping with no hidden fees, so you can count on great value week after week. Plus, only pay for what you need with pre-portioned ingredients. We love pre-portioned ingredients over here. Get $1.49 per meal by going to everyplate.com/podcast and entering code OnlyFriends149. Get started with EveryPlate for just $1.49 per meal by going to everyplate.com/podcast and entering promo code OnlyFriends149. This podcast is sponsored by Skims. I'm so excited. I'm literally wearing the Skims Fits Everybody bralette and underwear right now, actually. I genuinely can't keep it to myself. I tell everybody in my life, I'm like, you need at least the underwear because it feels like you're wearing nothing. I'm obsessed with it. Skims is creating the next generation of underwear for everybody. The Fits Everybody collection of underwear is super lightweight and molds to your body. The buttery soft fabric stretches to twice its size without ever losing shape, meaning you'll get a perfect fit every time. Believe the hype, Skims has over 90,000 five-star reviews for a reason. Skims Fits Everybody and more best-selling essentials are available now at skims.com. Plus, get free shipping on orders over $75, all at skims.com. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. It helps us so much. So thank you for doing that already.
Welcome back. Is it recording?
Yes.
Welcome back to Only Friends. I'm just going to say that before I say the next thing. We're here. We're queer. Get used to it. We are not. That's a false statement. But that is a quote from a movie, and it's just ingrained.
So don't get mad, okay?
It's just ingrained in my brain.
People think we're married. It's fine.
I'm sorry for queer baiting.
Just I think we're queer.
However, I got my period this morning, and I
Tragic.
do not have a tampon in because it's like I'm not gushing.
Okay, you're being risky, Erin. If you're not watching, she's wearing all cream.
Yeah,
It's
so
basically white.
if I have to like run out for a minute,
Okay.
if the
You're
floodgates
just like
open.
copying me on my walk, not wearing a tampon.
Well, I have like a panty liner on.
Okay, at least you have something to like catch
But it's like-
the gushing.
Yeah, but all of my like boxer short underwear that I like wearing when I'm on my cycle because I just feel secure, they are currently in the wash. So it's just like,
I'm commando. I'm going commando. Hopefully nothing happens.
with a panty liner on my pants.
on your pants. You know people do that. I know someone does that. Do you ever think about like something really weird and you're like, there's definitely one person in the world that does this? Because there has to be.
Well, even when you told me you were commando in jeans that one time, I think about it every so often.
I also like have to when I wear low rise because I have no underwear that like all my underwear would show because I just wear like granny panties basically.
that Walmart 12 pack.
Yeah. Honestly, I wish. I also want to say,
What is it, like Hanes? Those are good.
No, they are. And then since TikTok blew up, all the like white, can't say wife beaters, the tank I'm wearing, like the white.
Okay, what do we call them?
Muscle tanks. I don't know. Tank tops.
A white.
I think that there is a
New term.
Yeah, that I've heard people say. I don't think it's new. I think it's just like more, wife supporter. A wife.
I feel like we might have
lover.
had this conversation.
Probs.
And we probably figured out what they call it.
Probably.
And now we do not
it's just like
remember.
all old recycled conversations. We just talk about the same thing every day.
Why? Okay, was it originally called a wife beater because most men who beat their wives back in the day wore them?
I think it's just like a stereotype. Like if you wear them, you're like
low income.
Yeah, or something like that. But now, of course, they're like super trendy and like girls will buy them and crop them and like literally what we're wearing pretty much as
Yours is like a nice one.
Yeah, mine is nice from Zara.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah. But okay, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, and because like Nolan wears them regularly, like under clothes. Like I don't know what the situation is, but he like could not find them for a hot minute because TikTok was going crazy with it. He was like, God, I've been to Target, I've been to like all these like regular places that sell them in the packs, and they were just like gone. Yeah,
I did not know that there was a shortage of them.
There was. I don't know anymore, but there was like a moment like last year that that's how TikTok works. You know, it's like they talk about something and everything is gone.
Like who said something about it?
Just like people all over. I don't know.
So funny to me.
Yeah. Speaking of trend, I did buy the telescopic lift mascara. I can't do it.
I do not know what you're talking about.
Okay, it's the scandal that Michaela with her eyelash gate. That's the mascara. And honestly, I had Tarte tubing, And I was like, there's gotta be, okay, so here's the thing. I have long eyelashes. I don't need like an amazing mascara to like make them longer. Yeah. I just need something to coat them. And I like tubing because it doesn't like get all over my face for the most part.
And you didn't like the Thrive tubing?
I just haven't bought, I mean, I probably love it. I don't know if I've ever really like.
You can try it. I have some.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll take it home.
$50.
And take her home. And yeah, I just looked up like best drugstore like tubing mascara because I was like, I don't need to spend like.
Is it L'Oreal?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's such a slay. I mean, it's like, I will have to tell you later after I take it off.
That. I'm so Gen Z.
Yeah, that's crazy. Telescopic lift.
I could have kids. I could talk to them about the
definitely.
ones and the twos.
The one, I know it's crazy because they're going to have a whole different language.
I know.
And Gen Z will be cringy.
I was talking to you about this the other day when someone was like, this is so gas.
Oh, yeah.
But it was like a millennial. I can't remember who it was.
Was it a TikTok or was it like someone's story?
Someone posted on an Instagram story. I think they were like talking about a food and I was like, what the
I'm like, are you sure it wasn't a reel and it was just old?
No, it was like a current Instagram story. And I remember stopping being like, literally, how did that even begin? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Like fire, I understand.
I think it means like fire.
No, I know. But like it's gas. Like, oh, that's so petrol.
Okay, like, well, if you're in the UK.
Yeah, but like that's what it would be like if they said that.
Yeah, in my mind, I have no idea what it means or like where it came from. I'm sure it's like, we're just too old.
We're too old. If someone said that to me in real life, I'd be like, excuse me.
No, I'd be like, I'm 10 years older than you, apparently.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure it was someone who was our age. I cannot remember. I mean, like stopped
that's
and I was
fair,
like, huh?
Because like I'll start saying things I see a lot. Yeah. So like it makes sense. But I feel like it's because
if you started saying gas, I would be
smoothie looks gas.
I'm literally a boomer. I hate it.
I mean, I'm not like obsessed with that one either.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd say slay. I think we're, up there.
Slay though is like a cute. Gas is just like not a cute word.
I think
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think here's what I think, where I think it came from. I feel like it's something so good. It's like, I'm going to step on the gas and go get it.
Carly and I used to do videos where we would call our moms.
No, I was literally about to say I sound like my mom.
And that is us.
I sound like my mom trying to get. Yeah, you guys send in Gen Z terms. And
we should just have a Gen Z on and they can say all the terms. I'm sure there's so many too that like we don't even know. And by the time 100%. Like they get to us, they're probably like over saying them.
I don't know because TikTok is so big and it's like all Gen Z pretty much. I feel like I would know. Not I'm like
maybe
Gen
your
Z.
side of TikTok.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty in the know with slang, but I don't know.
That's so gas of you.
Yeah, thank you. I know. I am gassed up. I'm having gas. I'm going to have gas right now. Does that work? Yeah. Are you going to get a freezing headache? What do you call them?
A brain freeze?
A freeze headache?
Freeze headache.
Sometimes. A brain freeze, a freeze headache. I think there's like one more. I don't know.
Do you think people can hear that music? I should probably turn it off.
I don't think I can hear it in my little headphones.
Okay. Well,
did I say I'm not sick yet? I feel like I said it or not. I don't know.
You didn't. Okay. I think you said it to me.
Okay. Well, I have allergies, I think.
Yeah. No, I walked outside this morning and the pollen is thriving. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the podcast. I'm not ignoring you.
No, you're fine.
My whole car was yellow. I told Carly this, but like the pollen is here.
Yeah.
It's really crazy because I feel like you've like never had allergies before. I hope you have allergies.
I'm pretty sure. I was telling Aaron, like, I don't feel like my body doesn't feel sick. I don't feel run down. I don't feel like that. It's just like my head. So it's either allergies or like sinuses, but I'm pretty sure it's allergies because like since like Thursday night, my throat has been like on and off, but like it doesn't hurt. It's just like.
It's icky.
It
has to be. I don't think it's a coincidence that all of a sudden it's raining yellow.
You're right.
And it
might rain. Oh, and it did rain. Yeah. I know. It kept saying it was supposed to thunderstorm. Like every day I was like, where is it?
Okay. The app, it's so crazy. I was just about to say like a different word. It's so crazy. The past, like, where did we travel most recently?
Vegas.
No, before then. I don't know. We were somewhere.
Sonoma.
And we kept looking at the weather. Yes. We kept looking at the weather, like the weather app on your phone, the very basic one. And it just would be like rain, 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 but then it like never rained. And then when it was raining, it would never say it was raining. Wow. And then we were all talking about it. We were like, this app is just like terrible.
Like the iPhone
never
one?
Accurate. Oh. Yeah. And then I literally just saw like a meme about someone saying the exact same thing.
Maybe everyone's waking up. Stay woke, friends.
Yeah.
The weather app sucks.
Like right now it says it's 71 and sunny, which like
oh my god, no, it's not at all.
It couldn't be more hazy.
It's pretty cloudy when I got here at least.
And like literally 20 minutes ago, it said it was supposed to thunderstorm till 3 p.m.
Okay, it kept saying that yesterday, and I was like, when? So I click, if you scroll down, there's like a little map, and it'll show you like precipitation and shit. And there was nothing near us. And I was like, what is this talking about? I want a thunderstorm.
I would prefer not to have one today because I am going to see Matchbox 20.
Oh, right. Oh my God. That's
I am so excited.
It probably won't because
I know
if it says it will, it won't.
But it's funny because I woke up this morning and it was like a little drizzly outside. And I was like, oh my God, are we going to get a Matchbox 20 rain show?
It's giving Taylor Swift for sure.
Which I feel like is a good segue. Yeah, right. I think he's gonna play Long Live.
You deserve it.
Rob Thomas. For those of you who don't know, I was supposed to go to see Taylor Swift this past weekend at Gillette Stadium on Saturday.
She had to get her appendix out.
And, yeah, I couldn't go because I had to get my appendix removed. No, it's because we went to EDC on Friday and there was just like no possible way to get to Massachusetts.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
And I would just like to say I have been freaking out this past month because I just like felt it in my bones that she was going to play Long Live. Like it is a Gillette
a lot of
song.
Theories too.
So many.
Her first rain show ever was at Gillette.
Yep. And her like 13th show was going to be on the on the Sunday. So it was like a whole thing.
You're supposed to go to the one yesterday?
Saturday.
Okay.
So it
rain show
torrentially downpoured the whole time, like her hardest rain show yet. It broke her piano.
Yes,
like it was just
crazy.
I have no idea how she did it, but
I don't know how the fans do it.
No, I literally was like, in theory, it would have been fun, but realistically, I'm so happy I did not go.
No, yes, I was thinking about that yesterday. Just like all those rain shows, like it's probably so exciting during a lot of the songs that, like, there are some songs of hers that I want to hear in the rain, but like then the aftermath of like just being soaked for hours and like taking a new, I don't know where they're going or what car you're getting into, but
in the middle of fucking nowhere, Massachusetts.
I just
like getting out of there.
I can't be inconvenienced.
Yeah. No, it was like monsooning.
I just like I'm just such a boomer. I don't know if I'm like a boomer or whatever. I just like wouldn't be able to enjoy it as much.
And it was cold. Yeah. It was funny. After I saw TikTok, I think it was last night, and it was people leaving the stadium just sitting in dead stop traffic, and it was just like, I can go anywhere.
I saw that one too. That's what made me think of it, because I was like, God, they're gonna have to sit in a car for like 2 hours probably and soaking,
and then you probably drive like hours to get home.
Yeah, but then there's some people who are just who love it, and they're like, I don't even care. It was amazing. So like, Godspeed to all of you. We love that. Did you know she's only canceled one concert ever? Did you see that from Sally Dar? Yeah, me too. All our facts.
She's like a Taylor Swift encyclopedia, and I live for it. I'm like, wow.
I had no idea. I was like, that is fucking. Like, what does she do if she gets sick?
No, I'm literally.
What if she has allergies?
She's gonna get a cold from all these rain shows.
Yeah, I know.
And then she's just there the next night, like, here I am, everyone.
I don't understand. Do you think she has some like doctor with her that just gives her all of the crazy like meds you could get?
I think she has more than one doctor with her. She's got a whole ass team.
Yeah.
But long story short, she didn't play Long Live.
No pun intended.
I am very relieved.
Yeah, grateful.
Because the thing would have been, if she did play it, then I would be really upset. I'm not like super upset that I missed the show, but if like that had happened, then I would be.
Oh yeah, of course. But how would you feel if she played Long Live, but it was also torrential downpouring?
Oh, I would kill myself.
Oh, okay. So you want to go to that still?
Yes.
I mean, Long Live in the Rain would be insane. But then you have to do like all the other songs.
No, and then I could just leave.
Yeah. Not for Long Live.
I heard it.
I know. I was so confused that she was playing her guitar. And,
yes.
like her fucking piano broke. That's crazy.
Well, they're going to have to get another piano.
How will they do it?
I don't know.
She won't have a piano the rest of the tour.
Wait, she's in New York, right? Next?
I have no idea.
I think that would make the most routing sense.
Yeah.
So hopefully blue skies.
How come like they just don't have roofs for all of these stadiums?
I don't know.
Or at least
some places they do. Like if it gets too hot. Like I'm pretty sure Vegas has one. I don't know. It's just like not the vibe.
I know. But like in situations like this, it would be nice.
In situations of Taylor Swift, also like
the only rain on her
Gillette,
stage.
it's like it snows too. So like
there's
no roof to cover it. I feel like it must just be like crazy expensive for them to install it. Cause like I don't see the reason why they just wouldn't do that as protection. Especially places where it like rains or snows or just like
everything
is so hot.
Yeah.
Cause there are like a handful of places. I'm pretty sure.
I know one of them can close. I don't know which, if it's ours. Or I know, but one specifically I heard.
SoFi is closed.
Oh, it's closed.
All the time.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's... Or maybe it was the Arizona one. I don't remember.
That one was open.
I know, but
I don't know if it closed.
I feel like I heard someone say, because we were like worried about it raining too.
Vegas, I think, has a roof.
Nice.
Place
where it like never rains.
I know. I think it's just because it's so hot.
Yeah. Oh, true.
So I feel like places like that, like a lot of the southern states probably have it because like it probably is like too fucking hot when they start playing football.
I know.
I don't know. We
were talking about like our architects. Well, which one should
which
get them?
football stadiums have
Or like it's too hot, but there's like so many like college teams that play in like humidity and everything.
Oh my! I mean,
It's
I've
too
played
hot to
sports in
play.
like the hottest weather.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, but
Yeah.
these are like professional athletes. They're taking care of them.
Yeah. They need to get their IVs.
Now
and
I'm
just
like
be in
actually
shape.
curious. I feel like when we went to the Super Bowl in Atlanta, they had a roof and they like opened it.
Oh,
Stadium.
gas. That's gas.
That's so gas. Okay, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is Atlanta. That was the first one.
Oh.
AT&T Stadium, Dallas, T-Mobile Park.
Are these with roofs?
Yep.
If anyone's curious, what stadiums have a roof? Well, maybe they're Swifties going and
there's
they're worried
actually,
about the
like,
rain.
So many.
But do you think that they would close it if there was rain? Or do you think
Yes.
they keep it open because Taylor loves a rain show?
Maybe it depends on how hard it's raining.
It probably is on her too to decide.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if there's like
also-
lightning, obviously they'd shut it so it wasn't delayed. But
I think her thing is with her like lights and stuff, it's better with the roof open.
Yep, that makes sense. And the fireworks too. It's probably
And
better with the roof
and
open.
the fucking literal fire. Oh my god! It
just
the
starts on
fire
fire.
was so hot.
It was?
Yes.
From that far away too?
Yes.
Not that you were like super far,
Well,
but...
no, it's like but lifted off the ground on these like torches, like
Oh my
way
God.
high. And
Yeah.
I was like, we are gonna get burned in here. Wait, was there a roof on our stadium? I think there was a roof.
Like closed?
Oh, now I don't know. I'm confused.
I think there wasn't. I feel like you were like, no, it wasn't like too cold.
No,
I feel like
it
you
was
would have
hot.
said it
Oh,
would have.
Okay, yeah, Allegiant Stadium, State Farm Stadium. It did have a roof.
Oh. State Farm is there with a roof.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
you.
yeah.
For you.
That's probably why it was so hot when the flames went off.
So the roof was closed.
Yes, I think.
Why would they close it though? I feel like they wouldn't want
Okay,
it
I think they close it because of the lighting. Actually,
No. Because
Yeah.
all the other ones are open, so they don't want to do two different shows.
no, not all the other ones.
Well, half of them. At least.
There's a lot of them with roofs.
Why don't we just call Taylor up?
Yeah, Taylor, can you just explain this to us because it's really confusing.
Anyone on her team?
What the hell is Lucas Oil Stadium?
Ew.
Indianapolis.
Luke, that's so makes so much sense.
Yeah, that is.
Lucas Oil.
Ugh.
Love that. Paris
Hard
looks so
Rock
funny.
Stadium, Miami. Okay, that's a fun name.
Hard Rock Stadium.
This one- Where is this? Lone Depot Park. Miami Marlins. Okay, that's not a
Okay.
stadium.
Well,
We
nobody
can move
cares.
on.
Yeah, I was like, no, they don't care.
Okay. Oh, well, I did want to say one other thing from Taylor this weekend that like fully got me shook to my core was, and I wrote it down. It said she was doing like one of her little speeches to the crowd, and she said, "It's insane. I kind of just feel like telling you that I don't know. That just I've never been this happy in my life, in all aspects of my life." Ever before. And I just want to thank you for being a part of that. It's not just the tour. Like, I don't
Oh my
know.
God. She's literally calling Joe out by his name.
My life finally feels like it makes sense.
Huh?
So I thought I'd play this song, which brings me a lot of happy memories, then began singing Question.
God
which
damn.
everyone is like saying is about Maddie.
I mean, she's literally like, Joe, I'm so happy in every aspect, not just the tour.
I've
Like, she's
never
really
been this
making it a
happy in
point.
my whole life. Fuck you, Joe.
Well, that's crazy.
And
I'm
then
like,
that, and the first night she played Better Man and Should Have Said No.
oh yeah, and then she
Which
like
was, like,
shook her head.
Which was like right after he was like, it came out in the press that like he was sad or whatever.
Right.
And then she was like,
She's like, you know what?
Should have said no and
Shoulda
Better
said
Man.
no. That is crazy. I heard or I
said
saw a
sleeping-
quote, but I didn't know it was like that detailed.
Yes.
I thought it was like, I'm the happiest I've ever been. I was
No.
like, yeah, she's on a crazy tour with like
In
all of her eras.
aspects of my life.
I was like, oh my God. She's like, relationship wise, mostly. The tour is great.
Which is actually
raining.
really, it's very interesting because if for some reason people are not familiar with this, which I'm sure there are many people that are not, a lot of the Taylor Swift fans are very, very angry with her for dating Maddie Healy.
Oh, yes.
They're doing this like whole thing that's
like an open letter.
Hashtag speak up now. And they're like telling her that she basically needs to break up with him. And honestly, that was posted like on Friday, and then she made this speech. It kind of is like a fuck you.
Yeah, it kind of was like, hey guys, guess what?
I'm really happy in all aspects
in
of
every
my life.
aspect.
She said hashtag speak up now.
She's
will.
like, you know what? Speak Now isn't going to come out now because you guys ruined it.
No.
With the hashtag.
Yeah. But I just thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, that is.
She said, I will speak up now.
Yeah. She said, you asked for it.
Yeah.
I'm going to speak up.
That must really piss some people off.
I'm sure. But you know what?
Live your life, queen.
There's like a billion people saw at our shows. I don't think it's really affecting anything.
I saw someone, I think they did a poll. They were like, do you think that she'll lose fans?
No.
I'm like, you think that the queen of pop,
I mean, no.
the most famous
Just
person like on planet Earth,
the chronically online people, maybe,
Yeah.
but like there are 7 billion other people that
Yes.
go to our shows.
I agree. I don't think this will affect her at all.
Yeah. I don't know. That situation's so weird. I mean, there are some things that Maddie has said that like,
Of course.
I was like, oh my God, wow, I didn't know that. But like
a lot of the stuff that they say, they're just like taking
he's
out of
saluting
context.
Hitler, and it's like,
No, they're calling him anti-Semite.
Yeah, and he's like
because of
completely
that. But
the
it's like,
opposite.
you're not like, you're just like taking things out of context and like twisting it. And of course, like if you're Jewish, like you are allowed to feel a certain way about it. But like the intention behind it is not like, I'm a Nazi.
No, I don't know what he was doing exactly.
So the song that he's singing is talking about Trump. He's talking about Trump in that song.
Okay.
And who like has been basically he like gives off Nazi rhetoric like in a lot of his like speeches, whatever. And like it was like it's so stupid to say, but like that is him making art. He's literally like acting with the song.
Yeah.
Not like being like, I'm about to do it. Like hail Hitler. But I could see like how at a show, like if maybe you were unaware,
of course,
why you would be
if
like,
you're unaware,
why
like,
is he doing that?
Yeah. And of course you can be bad at that for sure.
Yes, you are. Yes, of course we're like super privileged to not have feelings towards certain things he's done. But like while in the same vein, I can be like, okay, well, that's not cool. To like certain things he's like said or done, but I can also be like, okay, but he's also said and done more than like probably any person in the United States that is like on the scale of him.
Yeah,
like every
he's
show
very
that
political. He's very
in 2016 when I went to I saw them in Vegas. He literally went on like a 10-minute rant about how we should not be voting for Donald Trump.
Yeah,
like he is very like pro everything good.
Yeah. And he's also like, he's just a person. Like,
yeah.
He's also,
people are allowed to like make mistakes and slip up and like say things that like
don't hit right. Like, of course you can be offended.
But I think like labeling someone anti-Semitic for like,
that's the problem with,
and I know.
Yeah. It's like, yes,
among other things.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not good at like putting my thoughts into words, but that's basically, I know.
Me neither. I know. I'm literally stumbling
you're a lot
over
better
everything.
than me.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I think so. Well, when someone's like,
no, I don't think so.
What happened with Sandoval? I'm like, well,
sure.
It goes back. Well, they're friends, but and I can't tell something in like numerical order. I try.
But. Well, I jotted down all the notes.
Oh, for the finale.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so good.
Okay. Oh, I got rid of that. Okay.
Got rid of what?
Well, then Carly walked in and said she wanted to talk about EDC.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
I feel like we just cover that quick.
TJ was in the kitchen. I was like, I don't want to walk in here and be like, I don't care about your performances. But like, I also don't want to ask without being.
You.
Yeah, because like, that's the thing about podcasting.
You could ask me and I'll answer for him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I want to know how. So Aaron went to EDC.
Yep.
They performed at what time?
3 a.m.
Okay.
And it was so good. Like, not to toot Emo Night's horn, but like they were playing on this what they call an art cart. So it was like called like Titanic something, and it's like this cart basically that has like the DJ booth, and then you can like go upstairs and walk around it. So it's not like a stage.
Okay.
And when we were walking up to it, the people who were playing on it, like Carly, there were like 20 people there, and I was like, oh no, like,
Oh,
this is not
God.
gonna be good, because there's like a million fucking stages at EDC, and like literally right behind us was like one of the big main stages. Like I was sitting on the art cart like watching this full set, and then like I could barely hear out in front of me because the speakers were in front of me, and so I was like, this is gonna be real rough.
Timo and I with like 3 people.
But then they started, and literally there were like hundreds of people showed up. It was packed.
I mean, I don't think they could do anything and have only 3 people show up.
I know. And then literally they left, and then everyone else did.
Love that.
And then someone else started, and it went back to like no people. And I was like, that's so cool. Like people literally were like, I see them on the lineup. I want to go watch them, and we're going to go and do it. And like, I think that's the coolest thing of all. Not 100%. Just like,
and it's 3 a.m.
Yeah. And
like these people are obviously planning to go all night, but like,
when we left at like after their set, like 4:30, it was the same exact way as when we walked in.
Were you like, is it 4 p.m. or a.m.?
Yeah, no, it was wild. It's really cool. They have like a little downtown area, and in EDC, I took some pictures.
I was like, Fremont Street.
Yeah, they have like a wedding chapel there. Like people get married.
Oh my God. Cute. At EDC?
Yes.
That's insane, actually.
And they have like a gambling center. But so the stuff that you put on your arms, like the bracelets and stuff, they call it candy. And so those were like your gambling chips. You like to gamble candy.
Okay.
It's just like really
there's like such a culture.
Very fun.
I don't understand there.
It was really cool. But I think we went in at like we took the shuttle at 11, probably got there at like midnight. They drive you through the Air Force Base.
Whoa.
Which I was like, oh my
that's
God.
Kind of
There
cool.
were like military people.
Like just for performers?
Yeah, the artist shuttle like goes through it.
Okay.
I mean, because the traffic is like hours long because it's like one lane all the way to the racetrack. And so I was like, oh my God, this is so scary, because they like literally like check the bus, and they're all like armed, and I was like, oh my God, we're all just like these fucking rave kids like going
like, hey guys, and we're like, I'm in the military. Shut up.
And so I think we got there around like midnight, and then kind of just like hung out. Derek from State Champs performed with Seb the Sky, so we went and watched him. It was so good. And then Emo and I performed, and then we went home. I got back at like 6 a.m.
Like to LA?
No, to the hotel.
Oh, I was like, ugh.
But then they were having events at the hotel. So Resorts World was like the home base for EDC. And they had a full blown from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. like after party. So we get to our room, and it's just
oh my God. Could you like not sleep?
Good God. No, I did. I passed right.
Yeah, because you basically stayed up all night.
Yeah, I was up for like 24 hours almost.
Yeah.
Because we got up at 7 a.m. for the gym.
Oh, the gym. You're probably like, that feels like a week ago.
Yes. No, I was like honestly shocked that I was not like tired. Like I made it through unscathed, but then like the second I sat down, I was like, oh, okay.
Like at EDC? Hold on, sorry. It's okay. She had to let the dog out. She was whimpering. Guess we can leave it open if TJ's gone.
Okay, I'm just gonna do this because I know she'll cry to get back.
Yeah.
No, on the shuttle, I was like, okay. I think I did fall asleep definitely on the way back on the shuttle.
That's all right. It was 5 a.m.
But it was fun.
Yeah, those festivals are so good for emo night because it's like a lot of millennials are there, and that's like obviously our music that we grew up with. So like just having them in Vegas in general is like such a good.
And there were so many people who like came up to me afterwards who like love our content.
Oh, cute.
And they all gave me candy.
Oh, nice.
And it was
candy.
I know. And it was so cute. You do the plur.
Oh yeah, you like hold hands.
Peace. You do peace.
Yeah.
Love. Unity, and then you do this, which I think it stands for respect, and then
you switch it over.
Yeah.
Cute.
So I did it with so many people, and I was like, I love it here.
You're like, I'm an EDC hoe.
Yeah, I'm EDM.
I saw some people's outfits. I was like, oh my God.
I was fully wearing like jeans and just like a tank top.
Yeah, but people just go crazy.
I know.
Which is probably fun.
I feel like maybe if we go back another year, like I'll lean in a little more.
Yeah.
Because I was feeling actually a little like
dressed down.
Not dressed down, but I was like
you want to be a part of it.
I want to like lean in.
Yeah. I feel like you have to when you go to stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like you might as well.
I just was like, we're not gonna be there for that long. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I brought like the little backpack that we got at Vegas Vacation. I brought that. I put like my jeans in it and like a toothbrush.
That's the only thing you brought? I guess you're only there for a night. Yeah. That's hilarious.
We were there for less than 24 hours. We left here at like 4:30 and we got back at 2 p.m.
Wow.
I know.
How was the jet suite experience?
We did get delayed because I think there were thunderstorms in Vegas, and like for some reason the Vegas airport is just like atrocious.
Yeah.
Like leaving Vegas, getting into Vegas, which is why we took Jet Suite this time, but then like it still got delayed because of the traffic control. And then we flew through a thunderstorm.
Oh.
And it was like at the tail end of the trip, you know, when you're like flying into Vegas and they like turn the plane.
And it's getting bumpy.
And you're just, and it was just pitch black. And I was like,
oh God.
I was like, this is it.
Pitch black?
Yeah.
Because you're like in a scary cloud.
Yeah, it was
oh
like,
my God.
And on the small planes too, you feel everything like way more. And I was like, okay.
That's why private would be so scary to
please
me.
Land, please land.
Please. I'm begging you, please land. Love you, please land.
Yeah, overall, great. I read my book, finished my book on the way there and on the way back.
Which one again?
Book Lovers.
Did you love it?
I liked it. It's like very much Emily Henry. Like I feel like it felt like every other book of hers I read. I liked it.
Okay.
It was cute.
I was at Barnes & Noble yesterday and I was like, should I get A Court of Thorns and Roses? And I was like, I don't know. I read the first line and I was like, nah, I don't know.
I was like, what did it say?
I don't remember. It was something like the beast, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, the beast is in the first line. I don't know how I'm going to do this. But I asked the checkout lady and she said she's never read it, but her friend has. And she was like, I was like, I don't really like fantasy, but so many people are telling me to read it. And she was like, I think it leans more into like romance. Like it is fantasy, but it's more like a romance. So I don't really know. We'll see.
Did you finish our book club book?
No.
Oh.
Not at all. I barely picked it up. I started reading the second chapter. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And like, I don't know why I haven't read it. I just like haven't.
Kara was kind of just like meh when I asked her. And she had read like a good chunk.
Oh, interesting. I mean, I don't know yet because I've only read like the first chapter still. So I started on the second and then I just stopped because my brain went somewhere else.
The 22nd. Yeah, I'm going to read it this weekend. We're going away for the long weekend. So, and I'll like, read it by the pool.
I know. Going to Joshua Tree.
Yeah, why don't you just go?
I can't. I'm cat sitting now for 2 different cats all weekend.
That's on you.
It is on me. I wasn't even thinking about it.
Oh no. Who's
like Nolan's going to his brother's graduation.
Oh, and then Danny's going away.
Danny and the people she's marrying. But it's nice because they literally live like here.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you know where they live, but it's literally like 2 seconds.
That is so sad.
I know. I was like, Nolan's like, just go because he's going to his brother's graduation for like a day, but he gets back like late on Sunday. And like he was like, wait, Pappy and Harriet? He was like, wait, what? He got really upset. He's like, I want to go. I was like, I know. I was like, maybe I'll go. And I was like, fuck, I'm watching cats, but it's
just
fine.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, they'll be fine. Can you is it on Saturday or Sunday? I might as well. I mean, yeah.
It's on Sunday.
Okay.
But we like go down on Friday.
Oh.
And TJ's doing like the retreat with like everyone in the company. He got a house. Yeah. So they're going to do like a team.
That's another thing. I'd have to like stay somewhere by myself. I don't know.
You could just like come hang with us and just like stay
I know, but I guess I could go to like a hotel and I wouldn't be as scared.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't. I'm watching 4 different cats now. I know. So I can't.
She's a cat lady.
And my cats need to be like, I just can't.
Yeah, I get it. I
didn't even think about it. Because I was thinking about going. I feel like we talked about it a couple weeks ago and then it slipped my mind and I was like, oh.
I also just feel like you never really know what day it is. So you probably didn't realize it was the long weekend.
No idea. Sorry, my phone keeps blowing up.
I was like, is that me?
She thinks it's her. How embarrassing. Oh, it's just my mom.
The only thing I'm getting notifications from is Postmates. Well, I felt bad. So I was like, oh God, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. No, I should feel bad. My mom texted me, any special requests for food or drink while you're here? Such a mom.
Lucy, really prepared. That's like weeks away.
Well, it's next week. Yeah, I leave on Tuesday.
31st.
Yeah, it's already
next week. Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ.
Jeez, June. No, I know. Like you joked about it a couple weeks ago and now it's here, obviously. It's been weeks. Oh my God, sorry.
Stay away.
I know. I just have like shit going down my throat.
I know. How was your weekend? Were you raving at home?
Yeah, it was kind of like this. I was just dying of allergies pretty much. I know. I legit thought I was sick on Friday.
That's so annoying.
My throat was hurting, but then it went away and I was like, okay, it doesn't hurt. And then at night it kind of came back and then it went away.
Have you taken allergy medicine?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
And it helps. And then Saturday I felt like fine. And then yesterday it happened again. So I don't know. It's so weird.
I think it's probably just like, it probably happened because it rained. So it made it way worse. And then did you like go outside one day and then?
I mean, not really. I mean, I walk, but like it probably does it. I don't know. For like an hour just out there breathing. But we did go, Aaron, you sent me an estate sale TikTok. Nolan's very into estate sales. He does like the flea market, so he like loves going. And I told him about it, and I was like, it was yesterday because it started on Thursday, I think.
Yeah,
but it was Friday, and he was like, it's like once it's on TikTok, like it's gone.
I know a handful of people that went.
Oh my God. Okay. So I was like, I know, but like, let's just try. So like we put in the address and we go. There was a fucking line out the wazoo to even get in the house. And he was like, it's like once it's on TikTok, he said this girl he knows, like does his hair. She saw it on TikTok and it was posted 2 hours ago. And she went and there was a line out the door. Like, oh my God, they're savages.
Is there like one person on TikTok that's like posting? Like, how do you even?
I think if you're just on like estate sale TikTok, you just get them fed to you, and I'm sure there are people who go a lot and people just follow them and get like addresses and stuff.
TJ's agent, she was here yesterday. She like dropped something off and she had just gone, and she said she waited like 20 minutes to get in, but then she said she went in and it had like all been picked over already, but it looked so like
it looked really
what
cool.
A cool life.
I know. I was like, this would, and I feel like he would like it too, just tons of records and stuff. But
that sucks.
Yeah.
Well, you tried.
I tried. It's like I didn't really. I started. Have you watched Selling Sunset?
Oh, I watched the whole thing.
Oh my God, I'm only on the second episode.
It's what?
I know. I just like got bored of it.
What did you do all weekend? What did you watch? Like 90 Day Fiance?
Yeah, I watched the 90 Day Fiance. There's like a reunion on right now, or like they came out yesterday.
Oh my God.
I mean, Saturday I like did Pilates and like went over to like see the cats, like the people I don't know. Like I was like busy doing that shit, but I just wasn't like really watching anything.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Is it?
Yeah,
okay,
I finished it.
I feel like, well, I don't know if we're gonna do like a TV section, but
that's the only thing I have in it.
Okay. Besides Vanderpump.
Vanderpump has its own section.
Okay, perfect. Oh my God, sorry, my throat. It's like a little scratch. I need to keep drinking water. Oh my God. Oh, I'm gonna watch it. Like I will watch it, but it's like the fakest reality show. It's so hard to.
Oh my God, this season was so good. I loved it.
Okay, maybe I'll like it then.
It was honestly like refreshing without Christine, because I feel like
I didn't even notice her absence.
I think it was like the past couple seasons have felt so fake because it's like, okay, they're obviously just like
everything's watering,
casting her as this like, yeah, you're like Sabe.
I'm Sabe. Everything is watering.
You're so sad about Christine. Yeah.
I need to go cough. Like,
okay, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you're holding it in so it's coming out your eyes.
Yeah, literally, like I'm dying.
This podcast is sponsored by EveryPlate. Get more out of your cooking with Big Batch Faves, EveryPlate's new selection of hearty meals perfect for big gatherings. Think satisfying, filling dishes like Tex-Mex, which is my favorite, black bean chili, and beef bolognese at double the serving size so you can cook once, eat twice, and enjoy more for less. Make the sustainable choice this May. EveryPlate offsets 100% of their delivery emissions to your door, and their meals have a 31% lower carbon footprint on average than supermarket meals of the same portion. Plus, nearly all packaging materials are curbside recyclable in most areas of the US. So obviously, EveryPlate is very satisfying. It's super easy to use. There's pre-portioned ingredients, so everything is packaged up nicely for each meal, which is such a nice way to cook for me because I am not a chef. I'm not a cook. I hardly ever cook, but when I do get EveryPlate, I'm very excited because I know exactly what I'm going to be doing. There's nice little illustrations and it's step by step, all thought out for you. You really don't have to use any brain power, which is great for someone like me. EveryPlate provides plenty of delicious variety, so you'll never get stuck in a cooking rut. With 26 tasty and affordable recipes to choose from each week, it's easy to find something for everyone. Plus, find delicious options all day long with up to 22 sides, snacks, desserts, and more. Plus, you'll never have to worry about what's for dinner. We'll plan it all for you. Again, like I said, I love using EveryPlate. Their price point difference from other meal kits are genuinely what stands it aside from all of the other ones. And we love a savings. Speaking of saving, get $1.49 per meal by going to everyplate.com/podcast and entering code OnlyFriends149. Get started with EveryPlate for just $1.49 per meal by going to everyplate.com/podcast and entering code OnlyFriends149. That's up to a $110 value. This podcast is sponsored by Skims. Y'all know by now, if you're my friend in real life, you definitely know because I don't shut up about it. Actually, I'm wearing the Skims Fits Everybody bralette and underwear right now. They actually sent the boy short, and as soon as I put it on, I went and ordered more because I was genuinely obsessed with it, and it feels so buttery soft. Feels like I'm wearing literally nothing. It's truly the best underwear I've ever put on my body. Skims is creating the next generation of underwear for every body. The Fits Everybody collection of underwear is super lightweight and molds to your body. The buttery soft fabric stretches to twice its size without ever losing shape, meaning you get the perfect fit every time. Available in sizes XX small to 4X. Believe the hype, Skims has over 90,000 5-star reviews for a reason. Skims fits everybody, and more best-selling essentials are available now at skims.com. Plus, get free shipping on orders over $75, all at skims.com. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey, and be sure to select our show, Only Friends, in the drop-down menu. That follows. It helps us a lot. And Skims slays. Like, I'm obsessed with Skims, so thanks for sponsoring our podcast.
Okay, how are you?
I'm fine. I just needed to like cough. I have so much phlegm.
Yeah, I get it.
Sorry to be so disgusting.
You want to do a quick nutty pot?
Yeah.
I would say, okay, so the last couple seasons have felt really just like forced with Christine. They were just like, you're the bad guy, be the bad guy. And then like none of the fights were like seemed real.
Yeah.
And now they have like definitely cast a new bad guy.
Okay.
But she's like actually unlikable, like very unlikable. And the fights seem more real.
Oh.
But
shit.
Christine is like, I mean, not Christine, Chrishell slays. She slays this season.
Okay. I know. I love her relationship so far.
Yeah.
Like they look really cute together. They seem very cute together.
G-Flip is on the show.
I know.
A couple times.
She was on it a lot.
They
were on it a lot. The second episode, I think, or maybe first and second. I can't remember. I don't know.
And then a little bit towards the end.
Okay.
But it's really cute. I liked it a lot. I feel like some of the people could definitely go. Amanda's like the prettiest person on planet Earth. Like literally, she absolutely brings nothing to the show for the most part. But but just looking at her, I'm like, I'm satisfied.
Okay, love that.
What else? You should just watch it.
I mean, I definitely will.
It's nice too because it's so quick.
Yeah, I know. They're
but
like
I was
20
so
minutes.
fucking annoyed because they're like next season on, and they already have like a whole fucking trailer.
What?
And I'm like, just release it.
Okay,
then.
but it is a slay that they released the whole thing.
Oh,
I thought for sure it would be like a couple episodes.
Yeah,
it's like okay, Netflix.
It's annoying because it does that same thing where it just ends on like the no end.
God, yeah, because they just kept filming.
Yeah,
they don't have an ending.
This season for me was good.
Okay, good.
I liked it a lot. I feel like Chrishell just like, you know, at the very like first season, she's very like shy, non-confrontational.
Yeah.
This season, she's just like, fuck you.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah.
Confident queen.
Slay.
Are we doing this day in history or no?
Okay. I have it on here. So,
okay. Well, first I want to say I was reading through our comments because we talked about it.
This is what I was going to actually talk about because I went to go look at it this morning, but then all of the comments were just calling me a bitch.
Why?
Because of the Vanderpump Rules and having people at our house.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. And they were like, no one's going to think anything of it, but like, it's just because Erin's a bitch, like blah, 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 blah. And by the way, Carly was invited. She came.
I kicked in the door. I said, I'm fucking here.
An internal thing with another friend, which had nothing to do with me. Just other than like, she wasn't allowed to come over here because TJ only said that.
Oh, yeah.
Danny and Carly could come.
Yeah.
So you can just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And this is why I don't
wasn't
read
anything
the
in real life.
Yeah.
Because like, TJ, the thing with TJ is like he just wants it quiet, which I totally understand.
Yeah.
And I would literally be the same way if I knew like people were coming.
100%. And it's like, how is it wrong that he set that boundary and then that makes me the bad person? Like people in the comments like, Erin's such a bitch for not allowing Carly to come over. Like, what a bad friend.
You're complicit.
Blah, blah, blah,
You're
blah,
complicit.
Blah. And it's like, okay, my husband set a boundary of how he prefers to watch the show. We're not having a party at the house.
Yeah, it's not like she was inviting people and didn't invite me or something.
And that's why I don't read the comments because I'm like, now I'm just pissed off.
That's fair.
Like,
I probably
didn't
saw
do
that, but it
anything.
didn't even register because I was like, what?
Well, because I went to go look, I was like, I'm just going to read the comments to see like what people wrote about this day in history. And like, there were more comments calling me a bad person than there were.
I haven't looked at it. I probably looked at it like 2 days after we posted.
There's only a couple. I would say there was like 4 to 5.
Oh, I thought I read a lot. Like it was very half and half.
There weren't that many.
Oh, for some reason I thought there were like, maybe it felt like a lot because a lot of them were like, I skip it usually. And I was like, huh?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
But there were some that like I really enjoy it. So I don't know. Maybe like we said, we can just do it if it's.
Well, I did the poll.
Oh.
But like no one really voted. Like about 1,000 people, like 1,100 people voted. Which
like,
is
where
like,
did you do the poll?
On Instagram.
Huh?
On Instagram.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you did it like on our community tab.
No.
Because that's maybe do it there.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do it.
Oh, yeah.
And it was 734 votes said to keep it, but 422 said get rid of it. So it's really not like either end of the spectrum.
I think we got to meet in the middle and only do it if it's like. I don't know. I think it's my opinion is I feel like it's interesting, and even if we brush through it, that's fine. I think the little tidbits are interesting.
Yeah,
and I feel like it's like a staple to our. show. Somebody commented, I think it was on YouTube, and was like, what if you guys just did like this week in history, but then after a year.
The other thing is that like we post on Mondays for some people, and so then like not everyone also listens to it on Wednesdays, so they're like, I don't know if it's this day or that, which like is kind of a you thing, but like
it'll always be Wednesday if you're on our Patreon.
So I feel like we just need like a more clear-cut poll on what the people want.
Maybe do it on our community tab and see, because that's like active watchers and listeners
who are mean.
Who think you're mean.
I was so mad. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Mean. I literally like...
It was fine, guys. I came over and then we watched it after again at a bar.
It's like people were saying that I was like intentionally leaving you out of something that like, I don't know.
I mean, you weren't, and I didn't feel like that at all.
But but even if you did, no offense, that would be on you.
I mean, yeah. Like it wasn't like, you're like, I don't want you to come over. It wasn't like I had a party. And it was like, oh, actually, you and your friend aren't allowed to come. And like, I feel like that's how people interpreted it. And like, that's not the situation at all. Yeah. Oh, so this is about like Emma not coming or something?
No, people were like, I can't believe Erin won't let Carly come to the house. And it's like, do you listen?
Oh.
And that's why
I don't understand. Like, I have to like listen back to see like what they're saying, because it didn't stick with me. So obviously I didn't care, and I came over and watched it.
Yeah, Carly was always invited. Carly was the fourth person. TJ bent the rules so that Carly was allowed to come.
See, that's what people are probably annoyed with. I don't care, but they're probably like, why does it matter? It's like, well, because that's his preferred way of watching.
Yeah, and it's his home. Get over it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so hurt. I'm so offended and sad.
Well, that's a you problem.
Okay, bitch.
Okay.
See, she's mean.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on to this day in history.
Okay,
I didn't do the birthdays because you said to get rid of that one.
I feel like unless it's like Kim Kardashian.
I know, but it's like,
okay, fine.
I feel like we have to make like a clear cut. Like, what are we doing? Because I feel like it can't be different every week. We're like, this week we're doing it, this week we're not. This week we're doing, you know what I mean?
I know, but sometimes like the birthdays bring funny conversation. Like that person's 72.
Okay, maybe here's the thing. Maybe I know that this is like my job in terms of this, but maybe if you would like to start looking through it.
Okay.
And I also feel like sometimes I talk about stuff that you're just like, oh, yeah, I don't know that.
Yeah.
So maybe if now we kind of like narrow it down to things that interest you the most.
Okay.
That we can like talk about.
I only talk about 90 Day Fiance. No, Erin doesn't know.
Then maybe that would be helpful, because then we can like bring more conversation to it.
Okay. Well, we can try that.
I can like send you a list, and then maybe if you want to narrow it down and be like,
sure. Like of people's birthdays or like in general?
I can do both. And I'll say, which ones do you want?
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't know any of these people.
No, I know.
And then we don't have to do it.
Okay. Just talking through it here.
Sorry, guys, but
whatever. We'll do a poll in the community tab. It'll go up on Wednesday when this episode comes out. So look at your community tab. Please vote, because we obviously want to do what you guys prefer. I think my whole thing was that like I feel like I saw people commenting being like, I skipped through this, like I don't listen to this. Yeah. And I was like, why should we not do
I'm
this
so
anymore?
Offended. I was like, what do you mean you skipped through it? It's so interesting. Yeah. I get it, but also whatever.
So anyway, you guys. Fast and the Furious 6, which came out in 2013, which I believe is the last one that Paul Walker was like in.
Oh my God, sad. That ride at Universal is so fun.
I didn't even know
it's a part of the
oh right
it's just
the
Fast
tour.
and Furious. Yep. Yeah, it's a part of the Universal Backlot Tour,
which is the only good ride at Universal.
Yeah, you're kind of right. And the Mummy's really fun.
Oh, I don't like that. That's
why?
I'm not like a big roller coaster girl.
And it's like pitch black half the time.
And it like yanks you around.
It's crazy. When you go on that ride, you don't understand what's about to happen.
Yeah.
It just takes the fuck off.
Yep. And then you go backwards.
Uh-huh.
In the dark.
Yeah.
Okay. Booksmart.
Oh, I saw that. I know all about it. I can relate. I'm just trying to like...
Tell me the plot.
I don't remember the plot. I remember they're on a boat.
Yeah. I don't really remember the plot either. It came out in 2019. A lot has happened since then.
Yeah. I saw it in theaters.
I don't remember.
I remember David was there and he left because he thought it was like, he didn't like it.
That tracks.
Yeah. But I don't remember the plot.
Intellectually stimulating.
Oh my God. Too all about books.
Okay. This one, Thelma and Louise. I don't think I've ever seen this movie.
Neither have I.
It came out in our birth year. And I was like, honestly, like that's bad of me.
Yeah, maybe that's a thing we should probably have under our belt.
And Pon de Replay by Rihanna.
Upon the
Mr. DJ off on the me.
It's like her first single. I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it was. That's crazy. Look where she is now.
I know. Pregnant again.
Yeah.
Second child.
I think I was in, did it say the year? You don't have to look it up.
2005.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's like I was probably in high school.
Yeah.
Well, I remember specifically hearing it outside of a movie theater, and I was like waiting for my crush to come. I was so excited.
Oh, they played music outside of your movie theaters?
It was like on the speakers outside, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Maybe it was like at a mall. I don't know, like a outdoor mall or something. I can't remember exactly where it was, but
slay.
Yeah, and I was like,
fun movie theater.
Hey, Mr.
Okay, we can move on to the news now because we already did TV.
Get into the news.
Okay, last week we talked about Chrishell and G-Flip getting married, but allegedly it wasn't legal.
Allegedly they're divorced now.
Yeah.
Oh, so they just did like a Vegas
Selling
wedding.
Sunset. Chrishell and G-Flip walked down the aisle and it was Las Vegas.
Okay.
And appeared to tie the knot, but they are, in all caps, not married.
Oh.
At least in the eyes of the law.
I guess I didn't even think has one of them proposed?
No, but like I don't think that's like, you don't have to.
No,
do
100%.
that.
But I was like, I just don't think I have heard of them being engaged or anything.
No.
Okay.
They were just like, we're married.
Which is like
a little confusing because they posted on social media like the photos of them getting married. So of course everyone's like, you're married.
Yeah, maybe they were
but
just
they
trolling.
didn't do it legally. TMZ apparently searched for the documents, didn't find anything. And that's that. It says,
what if they're just like, I don't want to legally be married?
Yeah, sources familiar with the situation tell TMZ, despite rampant online speculation, Chrishell and G-Flip are not legally married. However, our sources say Chrishell and G-Flip plan to have an official wedding ceremony somewhere down the line.
Okay.
So they were just doing a little funsies thing, but clarify.
Yeah. That's fun though.
I know.
My parents said that they eloped in Vegas.
But they're actually married. That was their real.
I know.
Like now I'm like, oh, did you guys like fly to Vegas? And you were like, let's do this. Or were you just in Vegas and you were like, hee hee, have fun.
I know. Same thing with like Kravis when they did it. Everyone was like, oh my God, they're married.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wait. It's like a fun.
But then they themselves were like, we're not married.
Yeah. I guess we'll see. Maybe she did it for the promo for the show.
No, I remember I said that.
Yeah.
I was like, it seems like a little suspicious timing.
Yeah, maybe it was like, oh, this will be funny and we'll get eyes on the show.
So fun, so cute, and I stand them.
A Vegas wedding would be so fun.
Yeah, okay. This I thought was pretty interesting. This isn't really celeb, and I'm going to butcher this fucking guy's last name, but Brian Koberger, the guy in the Idaho murders, he pled not guilty.
Huh?
Yep. He pled not guilty in his quadruple murder case in which he's accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students last year. I can't believe it was last year.
I know. It's fucking insane. It's so sad.
A plea that was entered by default. He chose to stand silent to the murder charges.
Interesting.
He answered yes to the judge as he read statements about rights and identity, but when it came time to officially enter a plea, his attorney said they'd stand silent, so the judge entered a default not guilty plea.
Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing you could do. Just stay silent, plead the fifth, I guess. Is that where that comes from?
I don't know, I guess. It says if convicted, he could face the death penalty, although prosecutors have not announced whether they will be seeking it.
Damn.
So now I think he's just like held on bail. Or without bail? Let's see.
Hopefully without.
Held without bail ahead of his trial.
Yeah. I feel like there's so much evidence.
Did you know that he was arrested like a month before for like a speeding violation?
No. That's scary. Mm-hmm. Damn.
And like that's probably when he was like plotting it all too. Like they have like police cam footage of him.
That's
like,
so crazy because that happened with the Gabby Petito thing too.
Yeah.
They like pulled them over and like have all this footage right before it all happened.
Yeah,
that's really wild.
Eerie.
Conspiracy. They're all fake. No, I'm kidding. They're not fake.
Okay. Okay. Sydney Sweeney seen wearing her engagement ring first time in nearly a year.
Okay.
So I don't know if anyone is up to date, but there are like rumblings.
like I know the story, but I'm just like, that's weird. Sorry.
I know. It's like suspicious timing.
Yeah.
To just like put it back on.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Defo engaged.
So there has been significant flirty behavior and speculation with her co-star Glenn Powell. They're like in some new movie together and they are posting like Instagram photos with one another that are like if TJ was posting pictures with girls like that, I'd be like, listen.
Okay, I haven't seen any of these pictures actually.
Oh, and then his girlfriend broke up with him and then was posting like cryptic stuff online. And just some insider tea I have on good authority. I know someone who saw them making out.
I think I have the same source.
Yes. So this just seems like weird to me. I would like to know why she decided to put it back on, if they're working through it.
Yeah, maybe that's the case here. Also, I mean, maybe they were making out, but it's also kind of giving A Star Is Born. Remember how they would do all these interviews together and like perform together, and they looked in love.
I feel like they definitely hooked up.
I was thinking that too. I was
and
like,
they were both,
have to be together,
I'm pretty sure, not in relationships. Both of these people are in relationships, and I don't think that it's like...
No, they were at least like partway through it, because I don't remember. I remember he was like engaged or something. Oh. Or had a long time girlfriend, because people thought he was married, but he was like, no, he's just a long time girlfriend.
Okay.
I don't know about her.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
well,
no, she was too. Sorry, I'm just remembering.
I don't remember.
I remember because they both had like broken up with their significant others, and everyone was like, oh my God, but then nothing was like public. So
yeah, I don't think that it's like a coincidence that she broke up with him and then like posted all this stuff online.
Yeah.
Especially
something definitely happened. Mm-hmm. Yeah. For sure.
I would love to be a fly on the
I know.
I would love to.
Why can't everyone just tell us their business? Like, I don't understand. Like, tell us everything. I'm not going to tell anybody except like Aaron.
Yeah.
Oh, Paris is going
Paris,
ham.
she agrees.
Yeah, Paris wants also all the information.
Well, speaking of dogs, this story, it's like sad, but I actually like laughed out loud. Hold on.
It's sad, but I laughed out loud. Oh no.
Because I was like, oh, sad. The headline is Paris Hilton's Chihuahua dies at 23 years old.
Oh my God.
And then I start reading and it says, Paris Hilton is sharing some sad news. Her Chihuahua, Harajuku bitch, has died.
What?
Which is just like
bitch.
So funny. Her dog's name is Harajuku bitch.
That's hilarious.
I'm obsessed with this. Like, Paris Hilton is so funny. And
doesn't she have like a separate house for her dogs too?
I think that,
like a mini house.
Yeah.
Iconic.
But what a long life.
I mean, that is so long. That's like very long for a dog too.
Yeah. 23 fucking years. Like, good for you.
Don't like smaller dogs usually live longer than bigger dogs?
I don't know.
I think, unless that's like a whole myth that I'm just spewing misinformation, but that's pretty crazy. That's like,
that is a long time.
Yeah, that's like double the life of a lot of dogs.
Oh,
I know.
Oh yeah, Diamond Baby went missing last year. Remember her other dog?
I
was never found.
Oh, sad.
I wonder if like
that. I don't like.
I wonder
that.
if it was just like old and that's what happened.
Yeah, probs.
But I just, oh God, I want her to name one of my next pets.
Yeah, just be like, can you just throw me a name here?
Harajuku bitch.
That's like pretty amazing.
And that's,
I love that.
That's all the big news.
Do you think that's on like the vet in the vet files?
100%.
Harajuku.
I feel like a vet, she has like an on-call vet that just comes to the house.
It just lives at her house.
She's never had to go to like a pet place.
To never have to go to a vet clinic or like anything like that. That's the only reason I want a bajillion dollars, really. Mm-hmm. To not have to go out of my way to go to a vet or a doctor.
Yeah. A sleigh.
Bring us back.
Okay, we can move on.
Oh, to the moment.
To the day I let Carly just
come over for one time.
Yeah, I allowed her.
I had one day pass to come over.
I allowed her to enter my home.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's really nice of you.
You know, I just am a very giving, kind human.
Yeah, and hopefully I can come back one day.
Yeah.
Hope I'm invited back.
We'll see.
But it was a good time.
Yeah, everyone was quiet.
It was silent.
TJ literally texted like our other friend who was coming over and he was like, you're not allowed to talk.
Yeah, which is
at one
fine.
point he was like, I don't want anyone coming.
I just want to say too, I remember when I was like, I don't know, I was working at Target. I don't know what age I was, but I was like obsessed with Teen Mom. And I told all these people, I was like, you guys can come over, but you all have to be quiet.
Yeah.
So I'm watching Teen Mom.
Yeah.
So like, it's not that different. I was like, if you're going to talk, don't come.
Yeah.
And Teen Mom is very important in my life. So
he just set his boundary.
Yeah, which is fine. Yeah. I mean, it's like the biggest thing to ever have happened to us. So
yeah,
watching the finale is so important. And I mean, I'm the same way. I was like, if I had people over, I'd be like, don't fucking speak. Like, I usually watch that stuff. I have to like watch that stuff alone or like with one person.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want.
And like, if you were like, I just want to watch it by myself, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah. Except I don't have it at 6.
Yeah, but like if you did,
yeah,
I'd be like, okay.
No, totally. And like I was telling her when I watch 90 Day Fiance, like just dumb shows that don't really have like whatever. I'll like if Nolan's talking, I'll be like, oh, and I'll like pause it. Like I'm like that too.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is actually perfect because I will not speak, and I'll be upset if someone else speaks. So, anyways, speak up now. I'm speaking up now.
Okay. I was reading like an article and just kind of followed like their timeline of events.
Okay.
So we'll just go with it.
Okay.
At that because I also was like, I don't remember the order.
Yeah.
Of said
I will
events.
say like they did not waste a second of the episode. There was no intro. There was no
intro. No,
there was no filler footage. Yeah.
Didn't have that. The commercials were quick.
They were quick. There was no like
Quick
dumb scenes
commercials.
that just don't matter. It was all.
I beg to differ.
Which one?
I thought the Kristen scene was.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Well, I'm glad it was there because like what was it? But like I didn't even
like,
want to remember that. So
the slow-mo of her like slides walking to the house
like,
for the dramatic
guys,
effect, and I'm like, give me a break. This is so dumb.
Yeah,
I did think the moment with her and Kristen when she was like hugging her from behind, it was like
that was funny.
Our ex-boyfriend. This is cute, but then like the other thing was just like so dumb.
So
to me.
staged. It was way too millennial.
Yeah,
it was like giving a Target
like,
T-shirt, like the graphic tee.
The first conversation, I was like, this was a good conversation. Like they both got emotional. Kristen was like, everything that happened in the past is like not anything that you need to like feel guilty
She's
about.
Like, don't even talk about me. Like,
yes,
I have nothing to do. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this was a necessary conversation to have because there's so much like conversation online that's like, you lose them how you get them, and like basically like blaming Ariana. But it's just because they dated a terrible man who also told Ariana like, oh, we're broken up.
Yes.
When he was dating Kristen.
Yeah.
So
I hate that scene because like obviously it's so set up. But we also know that Kristen was there like the first night everyone was there. So I'm like, why couldn't they have filmed that?
Yeah.
Like I thought that that's what was going to be. I thought she was just going to be like a part of it all.
So dumb.
Not
and then
separate
this, like,
with like
witchy stuff.
It was really
like,
strange.
It wasn't the moment that Bravo thought it was.
No, it was like they had to come up with something
cringe,
to have Kristen there. And it was like.
And like her doing this. I was like,
I know.
oh God.
I know.
That was like a little bit later in the episode. It basically starts off with Ariana and Tom like sitting down in their house and they just like hash it out.
Yeah. Well, she hashes it out. He just deflects pretty much.
Yes. He's just like, you. And she's like, you were already fucking my friend.
Yeah.
You can't complain about any of this
stuff. He's so dumb.
Yeah. So that was kind of just like, whatever. Good scene.
It was a great scene. And like I said, didn't miss a beat. Like,
yep.
I'm so glad we saw that conversation happen. I don't know if it's like the only time. I'm sure it's not the only time they've talked since, but like, holy shit. To be in the car though, after the Sandoval show, would die for that footage. Like, I wish they were filming then.
I know.
Woo!
Also, it's so crazy. I just want them to release the tapes. Like, because that conversation had to have been like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like, I would watch that in full.
Oh, 100%. Peacock, come on.
Yeah.
We need it. I know there's extended stuff. Is it only reunion stuff, though?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't speak last week. I was under the impression it was going to be last week's episode, but it's just reunions extended.
And it'll be out the next day.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I have to wait so long.
I know. Then basically like they have the conversation, then it's like all her friends like rallying around her. They're like all in her living room, like giving her hugs. I will say I got like really emotional when Sheena came and like hugged her, and Sheena's just like sobbing in her arms and Ariana's like, I got you.
I know.
But it's like truly, I fully relate to Sheena. I'm so happy I didn't see any discourse online that was like, oh, Sheena making it about her.
No,
like,
Sheena redeemed herself so hard. Like, if you don't like her, I feel like her scene with Sandoval like really solidified.
I mean, she was just an absolute MVP this episode. Yeah. I am a big Shishu girly. I love her no matter what. And I just think that she like gives, and people just like don't acknowledge that. They're like, oh, Sheena's so annoying because she's doing this, and I'm like, she's doing the stuff that needs to make the TV show. So like that's why we love her.
Like, you're welcome.
Yeah. And like now here she is like riding or dying for her best friend, and it's just like beautiful. But I really did think people were gonna be like making it about her, but it's like when you know someone for so long and like think you know who they are, and when they betray you, they betray your person, like, oh my God, it is like heart-wrenching.
Yeah.
So I like totally felt for her in that moment, and like she was just like so upset. But then they like break some penis on the wall, and it was kind of just like a whatever scene.
Yeah.
Then then this scene, Katie and Lala, I think that was it, go over to James and Allie's, and then they're like, let's call up Raquel.
James, the girlie we needed.
It's so funny because it's like such like middle school bully vibes.
Totally.
They're like, put it on speakerphone.
I know.
And then James, I like wrote the quote down, but he like gets on the phone. First of all, if I were Raquel, I would never answer.
I was gonna say, why did she answer that? Yeah. That's insane. I wonder.
She's just like so normal. She's like, hello.
I know. I kind of wonder if it's like before all the internet backlash or something, or like maybe intermediate. So she didn't realize how bad it was,
because they did start filming right away.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's.
It was very funny, but he was like, how does it make you feel? You literally just trashed your friendships in LA for Sandoval's little cocky cock, his stinky 40-year-old cock. And then she doesn't even like, she's just like, okay.
She's like, okay, you're the last person I need to be talking to right now.
Yeah, so that was like very funny, and then all of them are just like giggling around the table. Like literally I was like, this is middle school.
I know.
And like
it's also the reason the show survives so long.
Yeah, like it's only warranted because Raquel is an awful human. And like in that moment, I feel like everyone was kind of like rallying around James, because like how horrible for like your best friend Sandoval to be sleeping with your ex-fiance for like immediately after you broke up, and like maybe when you were still together.
Yeah, I know. Fuck.
So I thought it was like really nice. And honestly, watching James like break down, he had a moment in a confessional where he's like crying about Sandoval. I was like,
it was so sad.
It was truly.
I'm a James apologist right now.
Me too. I am here for James.
Yeah.
And I have really, we've talked about it before. Like I never really was in the past, because like the way that he makes digs at people is like, he's not being funny. Like he's just like being like a mean person.
Yeah.
But like I feel like everything that he's doing this season is like they're funny. Like Sandoval does have a 40-year-old cocky cock. That's just a fact.
It's just what it is. It's his cock. Ew.
And he is a poo-poo head.
Well, yeah, and he's a worm with a mustache.
Yeah.
I saw an interview on some red carpet. I don't know where they were, what they were doing, but
oh right.
Yeah, the
this
lady
weekend.
The lady was asking him, like, do you think that you'll film with, or are they going to be part of filming? And he literally was like, it's up to the girls, honestly. Like, I'm not a part. I was like, okay.
I did see that.
I was like, James, kind of growing up a little bit, maybe.
I love him.
It's like, it's up for the girls to decide. And I was like, that's like the right answer, to be honest.
Slay King.
Yeah. How are they going to film? Sorry, we'll talk about it after.
Okay. Then we have a scene with Ariana and Lisa, which is also very emotional. Ariana just like walks into the house and then like falls into Lisa's arms. And I was like, oh, it broke me. Which I feel like that was the first time that she really got like emotional. Like even with the friends, she didn't cry. Like she teared up a little with Tom, but like with Lisa,
because she can just be vulnerable. And
totally.
Like, it's like her other
like a
mom or something, which is nice to see that interaction because like for so long, I mean, obviously she's like a mom figure to a lot of these people, but it doesn't, it's like for the show. But then when you see this, it's like, oh, she really loves her. They
even
really
like in the episode before, she was like sobbing in Lisa's arms.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it really shows like how much of a connection just the two of them have, as opposed to like other cast members.
Yeah, it's
like
really sweet.
I feel like Ariana feels really safe with her.
Yeah.
Which then leads me to the conversation with Lisa and Tom Sandoval, which just pissed me right off. I feel like she gives these men like way too much grace, and I don't think that she was hard enough on him.
Because she can be like very hard on people.
Yeah.
So that's where it's like, I wonder, I think it's just because they own a bar too. Like she can't.
But like they have barely any stake in it.
I know.
Like she
can
literally, she could tell him anything she wanted to stay, and like she still owns his life. Like she could be like, you're a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
I can't believe you did this. I'm so disgusted with you. I'm embarrassed for you. Like go in on him. Like he's a grown man. Tell him what you think.
They just didn't put it in.
Yeah.
Like what?
Like she's just like giving apologies. She's like, you fucked up, but like I'm still not gonna hate you.
Yeah.
She's like, I can't hate them. Like she's just such an apologist, and it like really bothers me. And if I were like Ariana, like I would literally never speak to this woman again. Like that's just because like I have like a loyalty thing.
Yeah.
But I would be like so pissed off, especially because it seems like her and Ariana have such a close bond, and they've known each other for such a long time. Like she's worked for Lisa just as long as anyone else. Like well over a decade.
So long. And there were like rumors that they unfollowed each other on Instagram and all this stuff, but they didn't.
Yeah, they never followed each other, which is very strange in the first place.
I know, but also Lisa's just like an older woman. So
yeah, like posting how she wants to fuck her horse.
Yeah, so I mean,
oh my sexy horse, I just want to give you a kiss right on your little pecker.
Look, I get it.
I also like was cringing really hard during that scene. That was like Sandoval's
his like
really big show moment where he was like banging on the windows, like pretending to cry,
like having a full panic attack.
Like Lisa was just sitting there like, okay.
Do you think he was actually having a panic attack? I think he was.
I don't think so.
I think he was, but he was like, he knew he was on TV, so he was making like, I don't know. I feel like I've been the same way.
Yeah, but like you're a good person. Like
yeah, but
you don't even see a tear fall from his eye.
I know.
Like he's just like such a fraud. He's such a phony. He's an actor. He knows he's on television.
Not that good of an actor.
He thinks that that's real life. He thinks the show is real life.
He did act like that in so many scenes where he's like, "We're so in love."
No,
it's
I know.
Like,
he's
no one wants to hear this.
An unhinged human. So that was a very cringe scene to me. It was like giving crocodile tears, giving little pussy bitch. And I really just wish that Lisa had like embarrassed him to his core.
Yeah.
Then I would have believed the tears.
I know.
But she was like too nice.
She was pretty nice.
If anything, he was probably like crying more so over the fact that he knows that Schwartz and Sanders is going to fail.
I think that's
like,
all he really
he
cared about,
Ariana.
to be honest.
Yeah.
And his like whole personality is getting tarnished now, and that's really all he cares about.
Yeah. Okay, then we have Scheana and Tom Sandoval then also have a sit down, which was probably the best scene on this episode, if not the best scene on a reality television show ever.
It was wild to watch. She ate. When she started talking about when he was like, she threatened to kill herself if I leave, and she was like,
the quote.
Okay, yes, please say it.
Because he's just like making all of these excuses, and she's like, okay, but you fucked her friend. You fucked her friend.
He's like, we weren't happy, and it's like, okay, but you don't fuck her best friend if you're not happy.
And then he said she's gonna kill herself, and she said, okay, you literally say I'm leaving, I'm not happy, and then we pick up the pieces that you fucking left. You don't fuck her friend. She also was like flying her brother, flying her mom,
like we're doing right now. That stuck with me because it's like either way she's gonna be having a hard time. So just fucking break up with her, you dumbass.
Give the girl a fucking award for whatever you can get from a reality TV show. Like, she deserves all the awards.
Oh my God, it was so good. Especially because Scheana's like, I feel like she's a pretty big people pleaser. And to be able to just be like, look, like that is inspiring.
With like so much emotion. She didn't even like skip a beat.
No. She was like, she knew exactly what she wanted to say. She knew exactly where her head was. She knew exactly what the fuck was going on. And she was not having any of his excuses, which was iconic.
That footage, I feel like I would want to see more than his and Ariana's.
Yup. I just want to see all of it, except him and Raquel. I did not care about that scene. It was important to see, but like I did not like it.
Yeah, but one more thing from the Scheana thing was the Scheana and Tom was her heart just like breaking, being like, I can't be friends with someone like you, and like I'm gonna miss you so much.
I know. It's really shows like the double-edged sword of
really just
like ending
so
a friendship
sad.
like that, because it's like it is sad because like they have been very close for over 10 years, and sometimes a friend breakup is worse than like a real like a relationship breakup. And she's making
like,
that decision,
all of the like layers to it.
Yeah, I know, because it's like pretty black and white. Like I'm not a super black and white person, but the situation is pretty black and white,
100%.
where it's like obviously he fucked up and like that's disgusting, and we know, you know, we don't have to talk about it again, like everything's done, but it's just like it's so obvious.
But wonder it's also if, like Ariana if Ariana forgave him, if Scheana would just be like, okay.
I don't know. I feel like everyone's just so mad. I think especially because like Scheana and Raquel were so close too. It's just like so much to.
That's why like with Scheana, there's so many layers.
Yeah,
and then it's her best friend, and like
and
Tom
her other
really best friend, and Raquel was her best friend, like her child. Basically.
I mean, Scheana had it the worst. Not really, but out of everyone else besides Ariana, like
I also just feel like Scheana is such a like she really like loves her relationships with everyone and like puts everything into them. So then feeling betrayed by two people she's like very close with is like devastating. Insane. And then like, you know, having to watch the person, one of the most important people in your life, like suffer and like be sad and upset is like just another completely different like heartbreak. And I just feel really bad for her.
Yeah. Especially Ariana, who's like she doesn't do a damn thing wrong. You know what I mean? Like, she's just kind of an angel.
Yeah.
She has a little attitude sometimes, but who cares?
Well, they weren't having
Psychotic.
sex.
Oh, you're right. That's totally reasonable.
Okay. And then we can talk about Raquel and Tom. That scene was so fucking stupid.
It was so uncomfortable, but I'm glad that they didn't let him reshoot it. Because that's the scene he wanted to reshoot.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. It was so cringe.
There were so many uncomfortable moments.
Like evil laughing the whole time. And then like, he said, like, my family loves you. And she thought that he said, I love you. And then she's like, I love you too. And he was like, I said my family loves you, but I do love you.
But do you think they'd said it before? I don't. Okay, because like there was a debate on Reddit that were like, do you think that was their first time saying it? And it was so awkward. I was like, there's no way.
I feel like they just felt awkward saying it on camera. Like they wouldn't even kiss on camera. And I'm like, at this point, who fucking cares?
Yeah, at this point, put out a sex tape.
Why does it matter?
Yeah.
So that was just like really cringe. And they were just like getting fucked up. He like walked in and then they're like, let's have some shots.
I know.
Like, drink these fucking Coors Lights. And I'm like, huh? Like, I feel like that's all their relationship is built on is like her trying to like please whatever he wants.
100%.
And like that's like just his normal life.
Well, that's like her whole relationship with James too. She was doing the same thing. And it seemed like she got stronger, was like, actually, I'm not going to deal with this. And then kind of fell back into it.
Yeah. I mean, Ariana nailed it in the after show. She was just like, she's like or actually I think she said it in the episode.
Yeah.
She was like, she doesn't know who her like she doesn't have an identity. Her identity is whoever she's like dating.
Seeking in men.
So she slayed that. Oh, also we finally got closure on Miami Girl.
Yes, we did.
Which was like big news.
It honestly was kind of what I expected.
I know.
Okay.
I feel like everyone like knew. Okay, so basically what had happened in the past was that when Ariana and Tom first got together after he broke up with Kristen like flew in this girl that Tom like apparently hooked up with in Miami to be like, look at, he's like, a cheater.
She wanted like this girl to come in and confront him while Ariana and Sandoval are working together at the bar.
And so basically at that point when he had hooked up with her, Tom and Ariana were not exclusive, and Ariana just like didn't care about it or say anything because she's like, this is the person I'm going to be with forever, and like I don't want to make him look dumb, and like it's not a big deal to me.
Yeah, which like I can it
made for great TV.
It made for great TV, and it's like, okay, if they weren't like official, there's like some blurry lines there.
Yeah, of course.
And also, it kind of like when I watched that episode, because I watched all of it a couple of years ago, and it did feel like she already knew, because she was just like, can you just leave? She wasn't like pissed. She wasn't questioning Tom. It was like they already had that conversation. It seemed like. I do believe that he probably told her before, like told her about it, and was like, we weren't official yet. And there's blurry lines there. And it's like,
or
okay.
like, or that all happened.
Yeah.
And Ariana was like, what is going on? He was like, oh, it was probably like this day. And then she probably was like, whatever, we weren't exclusive. And like, you got it out of your system and now we're together.
Yeah. And so like, honestly, that's fair.
I feel like he probably cheated on her.
Oh, 100%.
All the time.
Well, yeah, because remember on Watch What Happened? She was like, I know there's one other person, but I don't want to say just in case. I'm like, who?
Oh, I saw someone post, it was, I think it was a girl in Winter House or something. And they don't do a reunion for that. So I think that's why she was like, you don't like know her or something like that.
Yeah, I saw that theory. It was Winter or Summer, one of the girls from Summer or Winter House.
I think it was like, I think it was Winter.
Is that the one that he's been on?
Tom?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Huh. Okay, and then the last thing I want to talk about is the absolute villain of all time, Tom Schwartz.
Yeah, like the worst one almost.
Oh God, this is like so cathartic for me because like everyone just for years, I have hated this man, and everyone just like swoons over his puppy dog eyes after any time he does something bad. But this season, every scene he's in looks awful.
No, I'm like,
no matter what, awful no matter what. And like, I think it was it this episode when Schwartz goes over, or Sandoval goes over to his apartment, and then he just like cries.
Yeah.
And like Schwartz is like, okay, I'm sorry, but
yeah, can you put out an apology for our restaurant?
Yeah, like me, which like I get in that situation, like, yeah, you probably feel fucking terrible because you've been like hiding this man's secret for so long.
Yeah.
And like now it's coming to bite you in the ass.
Because you're like a partner.
Yeah. And he's like, my reputation, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Boys will be boys in that scene. But then he does the same shit with Ariana. He shows up.
I know,
like
which is like, don't say that around her.
Bum. He walks into this like beautiful restaurant.
It's like a rooftop or something. Like a rooftop.
It's a
very
rooftop
nice
bar.
looking place.
Yeah. in like sweatpants and like a sweatshirt. And he literally says to her, he's like, oh, you guys all look so nice. And it's like, yeah, put on like a fucking outfit. Like you're a bum. He walks in, just like sits down. And he's like, I'm so sorry, Ariana. And then he's like, but like, this isn't fair to me. Like, I know. My reputation.
Like, even if it wasn't fair to him, like, don't say that in that moment. I know. Either. You know what I mean?
Well, he sent her a whole text message too.
I saw,
that was like, you know, it started off like it was going to be like, okay, he's going the right way. But then he just ends it. He's like, I'm getting a real attacked over here too. Yeah, and like, this just like isn't fair to me. And I'm like, you're a fucking dumbass. And this is who you are at your core.
At that point,
you do not care about this situation. You feel bad because you essentially got caught too.
Yeah.
And like, now you look like an asshole because you are.
Yeah.
You don't look like an asshole because of someone else. You look like an asshole because you're an asshole.
Yeah. And I loved how when they first sat down, she was like, I'm just going to say right away, like, if you say that Tom is hurting or anything, I'm going to end the conversation.
Yeah.
It's like, God.
And then
these women are so good at like.
She sets her boundaries.
Yeah.
She was like, I just want you to know also that like, I can't be friends with someone who is friends with him.
Yes.
So I do not think that they are going to have a friendship, Ariana and Schwartz, because he will never definitely stop sucking Sandoval's dick.
No.
Was there anything else that he did that was extra annoying? His conversation with Katie got caught in the lie.
Oh, yep.
Katie sat down with him and basically was like, nope, you've known for longer because you made a comment.
Nope.
No, she was like, you made a comment to me at BravoCon, which I believe was in October.
Yeah.
Saying, because she was like, oh, look at Raquel. She's wearing that Tom sweatshirt because she's obsessed with you. And he was like, it's not me. Trust me. And Katie said that stuck with her.
That's your intuition.
Female intuition.
They know.
She fucking knew.
They know it all.
And she said it to him and he was like, I never said that.
I know. I'm like, okay, gaslighter.
And she was like, yes, you did. And come clean. And then he finally was like, okay, fine. Like, I knew about a hookup in August. Like, you're just a liar.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so interested, because they have not renewed anyone's contracts because they want the entire cast to watch the reunions.
It's really crazy.
Apparently, something was filmed that nobody knows about. They still don't know about it.
Oh, I didn't know this little tidbit.
Yeah. They do not know what it is. Okay. They don't know if it's like an interview with Raquel. This is like insider information. I know for a fact that the cast doesn't know, because I was very confused. I was like, how are they hiding the reunion from the cast?
Everyone was there.
But nobody knows what is going to come out.
Oh my God. How does it get even crazier?
So they were like, the cast which makes me believe it might be something with Raquel, because like she's the only one who doesn't really communicate with anybody else. Or like maybe it's Tom Schwartz who like had, I literally have no idea. It could be anything. But so they want all of the cast to watch these episodes, and then they're like, then we can decide.
We can put out contracts. And
stuff. Because like it must be something really bad that they're like, you gotta watch it. Because like you might not want to film with this person. You might not want to come back. Yeah. So I can't wait.
3 weeks.
I know. It's got to be like at the end.
I'm sure. Because I feel like Raquel doesn't even come in until the end, right?
Yeah, I don't think she's on the first one. But I've heard it's very good.
I mean, I can't wait. We're 2 days away.
I heard James is very funny.
I mean, the trailer is giving funny.
I cannot wait.
I know. I'm like, where are the leaks? Like usually for episodes, there's always leaks.
Stop with your leaks.
But I like
I'm
a leak.
I'm too pure for a leak.
I love a leak. I won't send them to you. Don't worry.
Thank you.
I've learned my lesson with the jump scare.
Did I talk about that somewhere else, by the way?
I think it was it was definitely on our podcast.
Yeah. Someone left a comment. They were like, stop talking about that. And I was like, where else did I talk about it?
I don't think we did anywhere else. Where else would we talk about it?
I have no idea.
No, because Good Influences is filmed like a billion months ahead of time.
I was like, do we talk about it in like a YouTube
video?
No. I don't think so either. People are gaslighting me in the comments.
Yeah, is this Tom Schwartz?
Like, I think I talked about it one
Schwartz
time.
in the comments. Yeah. Just blaming.
But yeah, I'm very excited for that. And I just want everyone to lay into these terrible men.
I just can't believe it's all happening. Like for real, it's all like. We got the last episode. We have 3 weeks of reunion.
No, it's like so sad.
I know. It is sad because I feel like nothing.
Oh, wait. Also, Jax posted.
Oh, I saw that.
It was like, okay.
Big announcement.
To be fair, he has done this a dozen times since he's been like
every day
off the show.
Yeah.
I do feel like now like him and Brittany do this like thing with Bravo where they do like a recap type of thing where they watch the episode. They definitely got
that from 90 Day. Oh. I swear to God, because 90 Day, they pump those out like nothing. Like it'll be a 90-day episode and then they'll put out an episode with other cast members reacting to it. And it's like...
Okay, interesting.
It's insane how many episodes of these things go. And then there's like another one of someone else reacting to that one. I mean, it's like bizarre.
Okay, so like this time I feel like it could seem more likely plausible. That like it has something to do with coming back to VPR, but it's like also, I think it's just because he was like bitter about leaving the show in the first place. So he was like, oh, I would never do that again.
Oh, of course.
But like he's also a pathological liar.
Yeah. So, I think he would definitely do the show in a heartbeat.
That's what I think too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Hard to say.
Interesting.
But like if you're going to bring Jax back, like bring back Stassi.
Oh, I know. I would die for Stassi.
Although I feel like she's like so above it
She
now.
is, but
she doesn't
I don't
need
know.
that.
It'd be kind of fun.
If she was like a friend of, I think she could play a good role. Like I feel like she would be the person that Katie would like have her little issues and then she would like just go talk to Stassi. But Stassi would never really like hang out with the group.
I know.
You know
Imagine just like starting drama again. Like I just don't see Stassi like that anymore, but it's just because I don't see her on TV.
I feel like she would be like the feeder.
Yeah,
she'd be
like, well,
Katie,
maybe
don't be friends with that person because of XYZ.
Yeah.
And she still has like beef with people. Like she's not friends with Brittany. I don't think she's friends with Sheena.
This is a good shitstorm of things that could happen. Come on, Bravo.
Bring them all.
I was going to say earlier, like how the fuck?
And they brought Kristen back. So
I know. It's kind of like, what's going on here?
You're going to forget about everyone's problematic
They're just
behavior.
trickling in everybody, like slowly getting them used to the show again.
But yeah, it was a wild episode. I'm very excited for this week. And we are just so blessed. We were in like a thrift store yesterday and the lady who worked there and like some random guy, she's like in her 50s, it seemed like, and he's probably like late 30s, 40. And they were talking about the writer's strike. And he was like, oh, now all that's left is reality TV. And of course my ears perked up immediately. And she was like, God, you couldn't pay me to watch a single reality TV show. She was like, there's just not one single reality show I would ever want to watch. And I was like, you guys,
she doesn't even know
uncultured.
Oh my God, tell her to watch VPR. She'll
I
never
almost
stop.
like turned around. But then
like,
I was
excuse me.
I was like, I can't do this in a public place.
It's too much to recap.
Yeah,
I will say I did listen to Jackson Brittany's podcast, like maybe 3 episodes.
Oh yeah, I forgot they have that.
Yeah, and like honestly, they had talked about was this whole scandal, and I'm like, I don't care about it from your guys' point of view anymore. Yeah. Like I liked hearing them on Watch What Happens. I think it was like interesting to know their perspective.
Yeah.
But they literally just regurgitate the exact same talking points in every single interview and their podcast. I was like, okay, I'm like over this. I'm also, sure they won't talk about
Jax
it forever.
Has
but
like said misinformation.
Yeah, so it's like I don't care enough. Like I like hearing the cast members talk about it, but at this point, I'm kind of like, okay.
Yeah,
I get it. It was nice when it first happened. Like we get little details here and there. So
it's also just like interesting. Like I know we talk about it, but we're like not associated at all. So like for me, for them to just
you did vlog for Sheena a couple weeks ago. So
you're right.
You're a little involved.
They started a podcast, right? And then like now this is all they've talked about on it.
Yeah,
it's like a clear like attention money grab. Like it'll do well because people want to know your opinion.
100%.
When like I don't even know if you really even know like what's going on. Like when they were on Watch What Happens, Brittany kept like turning to Jax being like,
how
what
do
are
you
you
know
talking
that?
about? Yeah.
How do you know that?
And then like other cast members who are like heavily involved in the situation have like gone on podcasts being like, that's not true.
Yeah, I know.
He said.
Jags. Like honestly, I'd like to have him on the show though.
I would be interested to see what it would be like. I feel as though I don't know. He just like always makes everything about him. And like
it's so good.
I don't know. I just feel like we need these people the next season and then like maybe bring him back.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder like I mean, I feel like Sandoval, like what are they gonna film if Sandoval and Schwartz will have their own thing. I don't know if he's still with Raquel or not at this point. But like who is she gonna film with? Herself?
I feel like they'll still film together.
Yeah,
like
you're right. You're right.
They're deranged.
You're right. Unless she's like mad at him though. Like maybe he did something.
She tries to everyone to like be sympathetic for her. Like, look what he did to me.
That's what I heard a theory.
Oh,
like
really?
the only thing that I don't know who was saying this. Maybe it was on the toast. I don't know. I probably should stop listening because I just regurgitate what they say sometimes. But I thought it was interesting. I don't know if it was a toast, but whatever I was listening to was like, I could see the only thing that could maybe, it won't happen and they're not going to forgive her. But the only thing that could possibly happen is if she spins it as like he like preyed on me while I was.
Yeah, but she already tried that.
I know.
In her statement.
But
and everyone was
I agree.
like,
I feel like that's the only way that, like, that's
yeah.
the only excuse she could really make to be like, I'm also a victim of his, like,
I don't
love
think
bombing
any of
and
them
shit.
believe that.
No, they won't.
Because when
So
she
that's not
posted
gonna
that,
happen.
when she posted that statement saying that, all of the girls were like, okay.
Yeah. So.
You bitch. I don't know. I think some crazy shit's about to come out. There have been some theories saying that they think Raquel is pregnant and that's why she's like hiding. God, I really don't know. I'm wondering if it's going to be like they were together earlier than we thought they were.
Fuck, I can't wait.
Like, dude, I don't fucking know. But like the fact that they're holding off on contracts and like not filming right now because
really
of this
wild.
I'm
It's
like, what is it going to be?
So wild. I cannot wait. But then what's after that? Nothing. Kardashians.
yeah, it does come out this week, actually.
It comes out this week?
I think Thursday, the 26th.
Okay.
I think it's Thursday.
The fact that I don't really care, but I'll definitely still watch it.
Okay.
That's all that I have to say about Vanderpump.
Yeah, definitely covered it all, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, you had them scene for scene, so I can't wait. I mean, I can't believe it's all here and we're just going to be able to watch it.
I know.
I'll be home for one of them.
We're getting you'll what?
I'll be home for one of them. Like at
That's so funny. You call it home.
Well, my parents live there.
I know.
I never think about it. I'm like, yeah, I'm going home.
That's so funny.
I don't even think
like
twice.
if I were to visit my parents in New Hampshire, I would never say that. I'd be like, I'm going to my fucking parents' house.
I think it's because I like it.
Yeah.
Like I like their neighbors.
What do you refer to this as?
Your house?
No, like LA.
Home.
Oh, okay.
But it's like when I'd go to Omaha, I'd be like, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going
but I
back
feel like
home
there's
to
always
LA.
a point when you move somewhere that place no longer is your home.
I think they're just both home.
Okay.
Home. I've said it so many times, it's like losing its meaning.
Home.
Home.
All right. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for lying to my mother-in-law about the gender of our baby after she promised to keep it a secret? I didn't really want a gender reveal party, but my husband's family made it a big deal about it, so I agreed. My mother-in-law was convinced that I knew the gender, and I insisted I tell her. I totally didn't know, and I told her that fact. She wore me down after a month of bothering me about it. She begged me and promised that she wouldn't tell anyone. This was all in text, so I just told her it was a girl. I figured it was a 50-50 chance and it would get her off my back. Well, she lied. When we cut the cake to reveal a blue inside, there was a really awkward silence. She had told literally all of the guests from her side of the family so they could bring appropriate gifts. My friends and family quickly gathered around to congratulate us on our son. And then she came over and hissed at me that I made her look stupid. I reminded her that she had promised not to tell anyone. She said she had never promised, so I showed her our text conversation. Some of her family were right there when I did that, so they heard her admit that she lied and had never intended to keep that promise. She said that it was a dick move and that I only did it to embarrass her. I again reminded her that I had told her on multiple occasions that I did not know the gender. My husband wants me to apologize to keep the peace. I probably will, but I don't think I was an asshole like she seems to think.
No, you didn't do anything wrong.
I know, I agree.
I think that the mom looked like a dumbass.
Such an asshole.
And it's like, if you don't know the gender of your baby and you don't want to know until the gender reveal, you don't want gifts that are going to be like, that doesn't make any sense.
Just, you can get stuff that's like not clothes.
I think that people are so like older, like generations are so
especially
traditional that they're like, what do you mean you don't want to know about like what gender it's going to be? That's crazy.
I mean, I definitely don't. I mean, I definitely do.
Yeah.
Like I could.
I would too if I were having a baby. I'd want to know.
Just because like I need to be prepared.
Yeah. No, I want to know everything.
But
baby.
I would respect somebody else's decision to not. Like if TJ didn't want to know, I wouldn't tell him.
Right. That'd be so hard.
I know.
You'd definitely slip up. It'd be so hard not to.
I would like definitely be buying. If it was like a girl, I'd be like, oh, let me go get her some cute girl Vans.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I saw like a good point
cute.
that was basically like, you shouldn't apologize because that's just like enabling her to like keep doing things like that to you.
Yeah.
Which I agree with. I think it would be fine to have like a sit down and be like, listen, like, I'm sorry that you feel like you looked stupid
I'm sorry,
or whatever.
You betrayed my trust.
Yeah. But like, that
that's a
wasn't
big
my
deal.
intention. But like, you kept like pressuring me. So I just like said something thinking you weren't going to tell anyone. And like, I'm sorry that you got hurt by that.
Yeah.
But like, this is where I stand.
Yeah.
And I also saw a good comment. This was like the top one that said, not the asshole. She embarrassed herself, in quotes. I'm sorry you embarrassed yourself by lying.
Literally.
Is about the only apology I'd be willing to give.
It's just crazy because it's like, I don't know. Like being me, like I'd also want to be like fine with the mother-in-law because it's like, it's too stressful to like be at odds with people that are going to be in your life. But it's also like,
you also don't want your mother-in-law to be betraying you, treating 100%. You poorly. Like,
I feel like at that point I'd just be like
forcing you to tell her your business.
Yeah, it's not fair at all. And it's I don't remember where I was going with it. So toxic.
That's a toxic mother-in-law.
So toxic. I forgot where I was going with it, but you guys get it.
NTA.
Not the asshole. Ooh, I don't remember what I screenshotted. I'm excited. Me with amnesia. Ooh, what did I get? Oh, yes, I remember now.
Okay.
I only got to the name, and then I was like, Erin's gonna love this. Am I the asshole for telling my friend that their baby's name sucks?
Oh, hell yeah.
I knew this would be a good one for her. Jordan, 26 non-binary, and I, 26 female, do not mesh incredibly well together, but we are part of the same friend group and are cordial with each other.
Okay, so not your friend.
Just in the same friend group, yeah.
Yeah, not your friend.
Oh, telling my friend their baby's name sucks. Yeah, but we don't know if that's the person. Maybe that person called them out.
Sure.
I actually have no idea because I just read the first part of it. Note that Jordan is not their birth name. They changed their name in adulthood and picked a common unisex name. They are pregnant.
Doesn't matter.
Huh?
Like weird detail. Doesn't matter.
I think just to give context. Yeah. They are pregnant and just announced a baby name to the group. Arson Europa. Arysn.
Okay.
It's the first name. Europa. Europa.
Okay.
Everyone else told them it was a great name. Not sure how many genuinely thought so versus not wanting to rock the boat, but I came right out and said, please don't give a human being that name. Seriously.
Slay.
Holy shit, of course it blew up into a big thing. And for the record, if this kid had the same name but was already born, I would have just kept my mouth shut about it. I only said it because there's still time for them to change their mind. I said arson is already such a stereotypical teenager-y non-binary name, and adding
is it? I've never heard anyone named
I know
arson.
I haven't
like
either.
Fire.
I get
like the crime.
This one they spelled it Arson, capital A,
like the literal crime that you commit.
I guess,
and go to jail for.
I guess.
Don't name a child arson.
Name him burglary. Might as well.
Manslaughter.
And adding weird spelling just makes it worse. You're naming an actual person and should not just treat them like an accessory for yourself. And it's weird to me that you picked a normal name for yourself, then went out, that's why the context, normal name for yourself, then went out there for the name of the kid. It's just not a good name, and I can't pretend otherwise. Sorry. Apparently, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, and it's not my place to speak on such things. And I went too far and attacked not just the name, but their parenthood itself, and was way out of line.
You attacked their parenthood?
I guess by being like, why would you name a baby that? Like, that's bad.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
I agree that there was definitely a more mismanners way of phrasing what I said, but I think it needed to be said, or at least that I couldn't possibly have expected to lie through my teeth that it was a good name.
Okay, I'm wondering if they were like, we're naming our baby this, what do you think? Because if you like phrase it in a way where it was like, what's your opinion on it?
Yeah, or sometimes I feel like the opinion is not really warranted.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's like, just they're not asking.
They can tell you the baby's name and then like go talk shit about them later.
But also it seems like this person's
it's like your best friend. Like if you told me you're naming your baby Arson, I'd be like Carly,
what?
I would really make fun of you.
I know. Oh, I know.
I think
I would never tell you my baby's name till it was 10 years old.
Yeah, and then I would make fun of it when it's 10. I'm like, I can't believe your mom named you
whatever.
That.
Just like Charles.
Yeah, no. It's like one of those things where it's like there's a lot of
missing details.
No, like I am quick to judge.
Yeah.
People's baby names, but unless they were like, what do you think of the name?
Yeah, it's one thing to like think it and talk about other people than to be like, that name is horrible, don't do that to a human being. But I also understand if you really think it's like a bad name for a child, I understand saying something to be like,
you gotta let them know like how it'll be bullied.
I know.
Because some people like, I feel like
names are so hard.
Times, like you don't think about like, you think of the name in the way that like it's important to you or like how you relate to it. Mm-hmm. And you don't sometimes think of like, oh, fuck, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
And it could be like a negative thing.
Right.
So and it's like sometimes always good to get like outside perspective. Yeah.
But I think
do a focus group.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what that was.
Your community tab.
Maybe that's what it was.
I don't know. But I do think like there's a way to go about it that's not as abrasive. Like if I was naming my baby that,
isn't your friend.
Yeah. And like she came at me and was like, don't ever do that. Like that's bad for a kid. Yes. I would be like, fuck you. Like in my head, I'd be like, fuck this person. But if they came to me and were like, I'm having like thoughts about it, just here's my thoughts. That's so much more.
Just in case you wanted an outsider's
so much more
just in case you wanted unwarranted
adult
advice. Yeah. I also think that she probably just should have shut the fuck up, considering that she was like, we're like at odds. And, like,
literally, it's like really you're not even like close, so who cares?
Yeah, I think like you could have been like, even if you said anything, this person would have been upset with you.
You know what I just thought of?
What?
This baby's nickname might be Arse.
Yeah, no.
My arse.
See, this is why you have to do a focus group.
Yeah.
RC.
Baby names are so hard because it's like, I don't know. It's hard to know if they'd get bullied or, because if you think about like Kim and Kanye's kids.
Like, but they live in LA.
No, I know. But it's
they
like,
were in like,
their names are insane, but they seem so normal now because we've heard it so many times.
I think that they're so different
because they're just like in the public and you hear it and see it all the time. Yeah, when they go to school and someone's like arson,
and they probably have pretty normal names in the like LA school system.
yeah,
you know,
yeah, the LA school system is like crazy.
Like all the names are just like wild.
Yeah. It's weird because honestly, like if arson didn't mean what it meant, I'd be like, that's not a bad name.
Yeah.
Like ARSYN. Arson. It's like giving Carson.
It's like Carson without the C.
Yeah.
Just even Carson.
Yeah. And then.
But like why the second part of the name?
Oh yeah. Europa. Maybe they like met in Europe or something.
Poor kid.
It's a lot.
Just save
double
that for,
whammy,
like, your wedding
the
day
name
or something.
and middle
like,
name.
Go get married in Europa.
That is crazy. I mean, I don't even know if that's the case.
Arson Europa. I don't know.
Europe
man.
fire.
Some people are like real wackadoos, and
it's wacky.
You just like have to. You may disagree with a name, but it's none of your fucking business.
Yeah,
and you're just like talk shit in private.
I think this person is an asshole for how they went about it. Sure. And the fact that they're not very close.
Yeah.
And it's like, let them decide about their kid.
Unsolicited advice that it doesn't really seem like they asked for.
Yeah. So, and everyone's like mad at this person now. So it's like, obviously I don't think they were like asking opinions.
Me as them, I'd be like, well, it is bad.
I know you would.
I just like, who are you surrounding yourself with that everyone thinks it's a great name?
I don't know.
Ass suckers.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Just a bunch of ass suckers.
I just like, but I feel like for me, like I don't really have an opinion about a kid's name. Like unless it's something like fucking insane. But like if I just saw arson, I'd be like, oh, that's kind of weird, but whatever.
I know.
I wouldn't say anything.
I kind of feel like that you're like that with just like most stuff in general.
Totally.
So it's like,
well, I'm just like very laid back. I'm just like, I don't have like strong feelings unless it's something like specific.
Yeah.
I guess.
I think it's like a fun little hobby.
Oh, like hating baby names?
Not hating them, but just like discuss it, like discourse about it.
Yeah.
So like, oh my God, what are they thinking?
Yeah,
and then you can like chat, and it's like a fun way to bring people together.
Yeah. Just a little gossip sesh.
Yeah.
Just stir
That's
the
like
pot.
harmless, and then like they have a healthy baby and it's fine.
Yeah. And never gets bullied, hopefully.
Yeah, but just like don't name your kid arson.
Yeah. I
Get
mean,
over here, arse.
It is weird that it's literally the crime. Mm-hmm. I do agree with that.
They think that just by changing one letter, it changes the the context.
Burglar, spelled with an O. Burglar.
Okay, well.
Oh, it's been a long episode.
Yeah, it has been. I need to switch my laundry over. Carly needs to take some allergy meds, and we're going to have a good old day. But thank you guys so much for listening. We've got some bonus episodes up on our Patreon. Patreon.com/onlyfriends. So make sure you're over there. I think we posted last week.
Either way, we need.
No, we post one the first week of June.
Yeah, May.
No, June.
Huh?
We post one the first week of June.
Oh! I thought you said we posted one.
Stop gaslighting me.
No, I thought you said I just.
She's a gaslighter. RC.
No, I misunderstood. I thought you said we posted one first week of May.
Yeah, we post one.
So we'll film one this week. Mm-hmm. Well, either way, we just have to because I'm gone anyway.
Yeah. When I'm gone. And these episodes come out on Mondays on our Patreon also, so you'll get them 2 days before, and then they come out on Wednesdays everywhere.
I keep interrupting you. I'm so sorry.
Watch podcasts. Yeah, shut the fuck up.
No, like I'm literally annoying myself.
I'm the bitch. No, as if I don't interrupt you the whole episode.
I mean, we interrupt each other all the time.
Yeah. This fucking fly.
No, do I stink? What's happening?
No, it's the doors open. Well, yeah, kind of, but
probably.
Maybe it smells my blood.
Oh God. A shark just comes in.
Anyway, so yeah, that's our podcast. And we do our other podcast, Good Influences, that comes out on Tuesday. So make sure you're subscribed everywhere that exists as well. And we will see you guys next week for a brand new ep.
Woo! Hopefully I'll be healed because it sucks. Okay, bye.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.